Morning, Abotai. So now that Purim is behind us, the countdown to Pesach begins. We're less than 30 days from Pesach, so we have to start speaking about the halachot. There is a multitude of Hilchot Pesach, so we're not going to be able to cover everything, but at least we'll try. Maran Achida, in his Sefer Avodat HaKodesh, Od Kuf Tzadivav writes that if a person is careful about even a mashu, even about a tiny amount of chametz on Pesach, his entire year will be blessed because the entire year is yonik. It gets nurtured from the days of Pesach. The Ari HaKadosh is also quoted as having said that if a person is careful about even a drop of chametz on Pesach, he is guaranteed to live out that year. There are many different reasons for why the Ari HaKadosh would say that, but it's a pretty powerful havtacha from the Ari. We know that the Gemara tells us in Masechet Pesachim Daf Kaf Aleph, the Gemara says that there are several isurim that are associated with chametz. Obviously, first and foremost, consuming or eating chametz, the halacha is that if a person eats chametz on Pesach, he's liable for karet. There's another isur that the Gemara learns out of Psukim, which is the isur of hana'ah from chametz, benefiting from chametz. You can't forget about selling it. You can't use it to rub it on yourself. You can't use it for any hana'ah. There's another isur, even if you don't eat it and you don't benefit from it, there's an isur of bal yira'eh bal yimatzeh. We said every day in Kaddish Li. There's an isur just to own chametz, to have it in your possession. That's why it has to be destroyed or sold in order to avoid any of these isurim. Chametz is more, I wouldn't say, it's more severe than many of the isurim in the Torah, in that any of the other isurim in the Torah, in general, there's a ratio, there's a cap for how much they're nullified by. Regular isurim are nullified by a ratio of 1 to 60. Trumot u'ma'asrot, 1 to 100. Orla and kirei hakerem, 1 to 200. Chametz b'Pesach, the halacha is, afilu echad be'elef la batel. Even 1 to 1,000, it's not batel. Even a drop, a tiny amount of chametz on Pesach, if it falls into a pot or gets mixed into any other mixture, it makes the entire thing asur. Even if there's thousands or millions of times to nullify that drop of chametz, it's still asur b'Pesach. Therefore, Maran Zechron Bracha would always say that a person has to make sure to purchase the food items for Pesach with great hashgachot to make sure, because there's items that look very innocent, but there are certain things with production and stuff that chametz can get mixed into, spices and things like that. You have to be extremely careful to get the most mehudar, the most, the highest caliber hashgachot, so as to avoid this. Also, it goes without saying that kelim have to be kosher. We'll speak about that Be'ezrat Hashem as well. All this goes into the zehirut, the care that must be taken to avoid chametz on Pesach, and the preparation for that begins from now. Have a wonderful day.